nervous to make this video, but you guys have read the title and yeah, an influencer was homophobic to me to my face. Now look, I've had influencers be mean to me in the past and usually I don't discuss it. I definitely don't bring it to YouTube. At most, I make a TikTok about it and I keep it pretty ambiguous because I'm always like, maybe they just had a bad day. I wouldn't want to be like bashed online if I'm having an off day, but with something as serious and as damaging and just around awful as homophobia, I'm not going to protect them. So an ex-Love Island Australia cast member was homophobic to me. I'm very nervous because this is such a serious topic and I really want to make sure I get all of my words right, and I'm really stressed and I'm very anxious making this video. I was out with a couple of other influencers and we were having like the best night ever, so we decided to like keep the party going and go to a new venue. So I go downstairs and order an Uber, and this is important to the story. I, Annalise, ordered an Uber, and as my friend and I were getting into the Uber, I saw some other friends who I knew and I told them where we were going, and so like, oh, you're welcome to get an hour Uber if you want, we have 2 more spots. And they were like, no, it's okay, we've already ordered an Uber, we'll see you there. And I was like, fab, amazing, see you there. So I've gotten in the left side of the car, right? And as my friend is getting in the right side of the car, this other woman has appeared and decided that she is getting in our Uber with us without asking us, without saying anything to us. So my friend gets in the vehicle and she ends up being squashed into the middle because of this woman on the right who is, I'm sure you can guess, the one who was homophobic to me from Love Island. She decides to push into the car, which I thought was weird. And when she does this, my friend and I look at each other like, who is this person in our car? Like, we'd seen her around earlier, but we didn't know her. We hadn't really spoken to her or anything. So anyway, we're in the Uber and it's obviously like a little bit awkward because my friend and I don't know this girl. So we just start making small talk. I ask her what her name is and she refused to tell me her name, which at the time I was like, that's weird. Why wouldn't she tell me her name? Now I obviously know why. So she then looks at me and says, I hated your outfit. And I was like, cheers. Like, thanks for sharing. Like, I really just thought she was a stuck-up mean girl, so I was just kind of like, thanks, like, I don't really care. But it was at this moment where, unfortunately, it became clear, well, I just got nervous, but it became clear why, am I gonna cry? It just became clear why she was getting into my Uber and why she refused to tell me her name, because she then started being homophobic towards me. Because she looked at me and goes, I know you, you're that lesbian. And said lesbian as if it was like a slur, as if it was something derogatory. And I was taken aback by the tone of it all. And I was just like, yeah, my name's Annalise, but yeah, I am a lesbian. And again, because of who I am as a person, it's like an awkward situation, so I tried to crack a joke. I was like, oh, I do talk about being gay quite a bit online, ha ha ha. And this girl looks at me and goes, yeah, you're so annoying. I think my mouth probably like dropped open. I was just like so in shock that she'd even said that to me. Like, just wild, just absolutely wild. And so I just turned my head away from her. Like, I start looking out the window because by this point we're almost at our destination. I really didn't care what this woman had to say anymore. She'd gotten in the car that she had not been invited in. She had insulted my outfit. She'd called me a lesbian as if it was like a derogatory term or a slur or something, and then had told me that I was annoying. So I was just like, I'm done with you. I'm just like disengaging. Like, I don't know her and clearly she's a mean girl, so I just don't even want to interact. But unbeknownst to me, she kept talking because she had not gotten the reaction she wanted out of me. So she continued on a bit of a homophobic rant. And as you guys might know, I'm hard of hearing. So if I'm not looking directly at someone, I usually can't hear them, especially if like I'm on a night out, I'm looking out the window and I'm like purposely trying not to listen. I didn't hear a word she was saying. So I didn't actually hear this next part of the conversation, but my friend who was in the middle, she told me everything that this Love Island girl was saying about me. Or to me, I might say. She was trying to say it to me, but I didn't hear her. So since no one had given her a reaction when she said that I was annoying, she continued by saying, honestly, the lesbian is so annoying. Why was I being referred to as the lesbian? Like, that's so rude, and the way that she was saying it was like mean. It was like, it was just nasty. She was being a mean homophobic girl. So my friend turns to her and is like, excuse me? Like, standing up for me. And the Love Island girl goes, yeah, all those gay people, they're always so annoying. And keeps going on about how all gay people are so annoying and that she finds them all so irritating. This woman may as well have sat there and said that she doesn't like gay people, which is just an insane thing to think, let alone to say to a lesbian. Like, I can't believe she had the balls to say that, honestly. Now, I know that like being told I'm annoying for being gay may not seem like much, right? But this sort of casual homophobia is incredibly damaging. I was sitting in my own Uber on a night out minding my own business, and this woman gets into my Uber and starts telling me how annoying it is that I'm gay and how, you know, everyone in the LGBT is annoying and irritating for being gay. Like, to say all of that knowing that I am a lesbian, and she did know because she tried to use lesbian as a derogatory term, is so incredibly disgusting, homophobic, and damaging. Because mind you, I didn't even bring it up. It's not even like I sat there and was yapping about being gay. I had said like 2 sentences to her. I asked her what her name was and I asked her what sort of content she created. I did not bring up being gay. And if you look at me, no one ever thinks I'm gay. That's like the gag of it all, right? And no one ever expects me to be gay. So this was someone that was genuinely homophobic, and my guess is had been waiting for an opportunity all night to bring up the fact to me that she doesn't agree with me being gay. And I didn't hear her, which is lucky because, as I said, I tolerate a lot of I do not tolerate homophobia. I would have given her an earful, but it's actually for the best that I didn't hear her, because what tends to happen a lot of the time in these situations is that straight people will be homophobic to lesbians, lesbians will stand up for themselves, and then the lesbians are painted as these mean bullies, like the mean lesbian got mad at me. And I could definitely see that being how this situation went, so I'm really glad that I didn't hear and I didn't say anything. Instead, what happened is not long after she'd said all that, we actually got to like our destination, so my friend and I got out, and my friend told me everything that had happened when we were away from this woman, and I looked at my friend, I'm like, I need to go home. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I need to go home because I'm about to cry or I'm about to get really mad. Like, I just need to take myself out of this situation. I'm not gonna deal with any more homophobia this evening. I'm leaving. And unfortunately, this sort of like casual homophobia is common, because I think when people think of homophobia, they think of like someone yelling a slur at you or physically harming someone because of their sexuality. However, that's usually not the case. I mean, that does of course still happen. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I mean, in my day-to-day life, what I experience is more this sort of casual homophobia, where someone is going out of their way to be like, don't agree with you, I think you're annoying and irritating, and also I'm gonna call you lesbian like it's a slur. You know what I mean? Like, that is more what I experience in my day-to-day. And it's just like all too common and incredibly damaging. I just think that I'm not gonna cry. So many people are so scared to come out because of situations like this where they end up being essentially cornered because of their sexuality. So many people don't come out because they think that they are better off dead than coming out of the closet. And it's because of people like this who think that it's okay to go around and just be homophobic like there aren't any consequences. This woman would literally only refer to me as the lesbian. She refused to say my name, which is just another way of the homophobia that was happening, right? This is just such a common issue though for gay people, where it's like, no, it's okay that you're gay, like we've legalized marriage, but please quiet down. Don't be gay too loudly. Like, it's okay to be gay, but don't be irritating. Well, gay marriage is legal, all is well, but stop talking about being gay. I hate that a fun night out of mine was ruined, and it wasn't ruined because I'm gay. I refuse to like buy into that mentality. It was ruined to someone being homophobic and going out of their way to share their homophobia with me in hopes of ruining my night and making me upset. And literally just like going out of her way to make me feel uncomfortable and unwelcome simply because I'm a woman that likes to date other women. Like, I hate that I'm now worried that if I go out again, I'm gonna be cornered by some other woman that's gonna tell me that I'm irritating for being gay. Or that like someone else is gonna look at me and just call me a lesbian instead of calling me my actual name. Like, it's just, I hate that this person thought it was okay to be so mean to me simply because I'm gay. Like, I did nothing wrong. I had a night out with friends and I was leaving a party. I don't understand why some people feel like it's okay to come after me for that, you know? Like, I know that homophobia exists and all that, but you don't expect to see it in those sort of situations. I never expect it to be like, you know, someone from Love Island who I would consider somewhat of a peer. I don't expect it to be those sort of people. And I hate that I'm now worried that if I go out again, I'm just gonna be referred to as like the lesbian, or I'm just gonna be cornered and told that I'm irritating for being gay. And like, I'm nervous to post this video. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care what TV show you went on or how cool you think you are. I'm not gonna tolerate homophobia, and if someone's homophobic to me, I'm gonna call them out. So she's not gonna win. I'm gonna continue to post all of my lesbian content, even though it may be really annoying to some, and I'm gonna continue to have fun nights out with my friend because I refuse to let these sort of people win. I just hate that they feel comfortable enough to come up to me and spew their homophobia to me when I've not asked and I've not even brought it up in the slightest. I don't think that this person is a good person, and I think they are very wrong for their actions. So I'm gonna call my gay rant there today, guys. Not my usual sort of content, I know, but I've sat on this for a little while now, and I just felt that I needed to share it because what happened to me wasn't okay, and if they're doing this to me, they're definitely doing it to others. So I love you guys so much. Please know that if you are gay, you are not irritating, you are not annoying, and we're not gonna let these sort of homophobic people win, because I'm sure every gay person has a homophobic story that has happened to them, and it's not okay. I'm here with you, and I love you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.